So you have losers and you have winners. You have winners and you have losers. And well, you have a group of people that are on the winning side of things and a group of people who are on the losing side of things. And how you distinguish a winner and a loser is, are they benefiting the people around them? A loser a loser is a leech. They don't, and I mean, okay, so a loser can be independent and not have anything to do with anybody, or it's like the two classifications. You have the loser who is alone, away from everyone, they don't have anybody, so they are supporting themselves, but they aren't helping anybody. It's them supporting themselves amounts to nothing because it's just for them. And then, or it's just for no point at all, because if it's just for you, then you're not enough for it to matter. And then you have the other one who's the leech loser, the one that is not making a positive impact to the people around them, but instead making a negative impact to the people around them. And they're not self-sustaining. They're not like the one I just mentioned. Instead, they are requiring other people for their survival, and in the process not helping anybody. Okay, then you have winners. So a winner may well be relying on other people, but so you have the one winner who's not relying on anybody, but is helping a lot of people, and then you have the other winner who is relying on people, but at the same time is helping more people than he or she is relying on. And because of that, so if you have somebody who is in a position that they cannot provide for themselves, and yet in that position they are helping as many people as they can, then they are automatically a winner because they have purpose in their life. They're not valueless, they amount to something because they understand it's not just about them. Now, that doesn't mean don't be successful. Certainly be successful, because the more successful you are to yourself, the more successful you can be to those around you. Because if you're not successful to yourself, how are you going to help anybody else? So, to be a winner is high productivity, stuff like that, where you are, I'm going to deal with the trash. I'm going to deal with the grass. I'm going to deal with getting the mail. I'm going to deal with these things and take responsibility of these things instead of ignoring them or having a demotivated attitude toward it. Winners are motivated, they're passionate, they have drive. Losers are the opposite. They're impassionate. They have no reason to do anything. And when you have no reason to do anything, there's no point. That's like you have all these guys and girls who, well, they go to porn. It's easy. It's cheap. It's like they are. It doesn't amount to anything. But when you actually go through the effort of committing yourself to a relationship, like going out and finding that person and, picking between people, picking somebody you actually want, not just going out and finding somebody, but finding somebody you want, the effort it takes to do that, and it takes so much responsibility to find someone who's worth being in a relationship with, to find someone that you want to live with. That's a big deal. It's not some small thing. And when you're willing to take responsibility of yourself enough to go out and do that, you're a winner. But when all you do is dwell in porn and you're not willing to go out and put forth the effort to and the responsibility to have a relationship, to maintain a relationship, to have purpose in your life, you're a loser. Porn is for losers, but challenging stuff like going out and making a relationship work, that's a winner. And I'm not saying go out and find a loser and be in a relationship with them. No, I'm saying be two winners in a relationship works. And the one person who can change your situation from you being a loser to you being a winner is you. Because all you have to do to start is start helping people. Be helpful, be useful. Because when you're useful to other people, then they want to start helping you. And when they want to start helping you, that's good. Although, if you want to be, although being a winner isn't about being helped, it's about helping. So if you're giving 10% and someone's giving you 90%, there's a problem there. That shouldn't be the system. I mean, 50-50 is good, but what you actually should be aiming for is you 60, them 40. And because if you have two people who are aiming for 60% and leaving 40 for the other percent for the other person, that's good because they're both putting effort forward. But if it's just 50-50, then that's lame. There ought to be some ambition in there, and if you want ambition, at least like add another 10% onto what you're putting forward, because that's where like you give presents to somebody, stuff like that, where it's not just okay, you do this, I do that. It's I love you, I'm gonna add to it. They love you, so they're gonna add to it too. That's being a winner. But being a loser, it's like, oh, I'll do my 40%. That's good. No, that's not good. Just because they want to do 60 doesn't mean you shouldn't want to do 60 too. Because when you both do 60, then it's like 120. It's not just, oh, we're at 100%. No, we're at 120%. We beat the system. We care about each other. It matters. That's how it should be. You want to be a winner. Help. Be helpful. Have purpose in your life, because if you're not helping anybody, then what's your purpose? And if you're not willing to challenge yourself by going out and interacting with people, and if instead you're stuck in a hole that you built for yourself, like, if all you do socializing is internet stuff, there's a problem, because that's not enough. And if you're going to help people on the internet, that's good, but don't leave it at that. Help people on the internet and help people in person. Now, some people, it's like you got a wheelchair, or you can't, maybe it's very difficult to do anything outside of a computer. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't put forth the effort. I mean, that's like, so you're in a wheelchair or whatever, go to birthday parties. Do stuff like that. Don't just hang out in your wherever. I mean, if you can't be running with the kids or, playing in that way, at least like bring humor, like make some jokes or something. Have fun. Have purpose in your life. It doesn't matter, wheelchair, no. Have purpose in your life. If you want to be a winner, you have to have a purpose, because purpose gives you motivation. Purpose is, I have a reason to succeed. If you don't have a reason to succeed, all you're left with is being a loser. And this goes back to the porn thing again. If you have no reason to do anything but entertain yourself with pornography, there's a problem. You've got to get motivation from somewhere, and you're not going to find it in that. So, you can be a winner and help people having purpose in your life, or you can be a loser and have no purpose whatsoever and just be doing things that are vain, that don't amount to anything. I mean, if all you do is help yourself, what's the point?